Water is a prime resource, a basic need, a precious asset. It is water around which civilization has developed. The total quantity of water in our planet is nearly constant and it keeps circulating through water cycle. Water is thus fixed resource and we cannot really destroy on any significant scale, but we can certainly spoil it. Natural water resources include rainwater, surface water and groundwater. Of the total quantity of water on our planet, almost 97% are in the ocean. Out of about 2.26% surface water, 2.24% is present in the form of snow in polar ice caps and glaciers. Of the balance that is sweet, 0.7% is in liquid form, which include 0.6% as groundwater and 0.1% in the lakes, rivers, and the vapor in the air. On this available water depend human beings, cattle, and plant lives. In addition, the rapid industrialization and pollution affecting the quantity of surface and sea water as well as groundwater. Supply of safe water and provision of sanitation comprise much more than installation of water supply system and construction of latrines. They encompass all activities which include hygiene in order to raise quality of life and the health of the people. It is estimated that every year about 115 million children under the age of 5 years die in India of water-related diseases. Supply of drinking water has therefore been given very high priority in India. Government of India, state governments and union territories through National Drinking Water Mission program are actively engaged to meet the target of supply of safe drinking water to all citizens. Safe drinking water is defined as the water that is free from pathogenic microorganisms, poisonous substances, excessive amount of minerals and organic matter which would produce undesirable physiological effects. It should be free from color, turbidity, taste and odor of moderate temperature and aerated. It is reported by World Health Organization in 1981 that approximately 3 out of 5 persons in the developing countries do not have access to safe drinking water. Only 1 in 4 has any kind of sanitation facility. In fact, 15 million children are said to die every year because of waterborne diseases, and 50% of the world's hospital beds are filled with people affected by such diseases. Let us look at the available water in India. It has been estimated that out of a total precipitation of about 400 million hectare meters in the country, the surface water availability is about 178 million hectare meters. Out of this, about 50% can be put to beneficial use because of topographical and other constraints. In addition, the groundwater potential is about 42 million hectare meters. However, the availability of water in some of the rural areas is highly uneven in both space and time. Precipitation is confined to only about 3 or 4 months in the year and varies from 100 mm in the western part of Rajasthan over 10,000 mm at Cherrapunji at Meghalaya. Western part of the country suffers many times drought, while eastern and northern part gets flooded in some areas. The provision of drinking water supply to our 80% rural population is the responsibility of state government through public health engineering departments or water supply and sewerage board. State governments have been meeting this requirement through minimum needs program, that is MNP, and accelerated rural water supply program or ARWSP. The National Drinking Water Mission was launched in the year 1985 as one of the 5 societal missions. Technology advisory groups, that is TAGs, have been constituted to provide mission the science and technology input. The water mission started functioning in the 4 tags: water sources, traditional sources, quality control, and material and design, with following objectives: cover all no source problem habitations, supply of 40 LPCD in all the areas of human beings and additional 30 LPCD in desert areas for cattle within accessible reach. Evolve cost-effective appropriate technology to solve specific problems, take conservation measures for sustained supply of water, improve performance and cost effectiveness of ongoing programs, create awareness on use of safe drinking water, and promote community participation. By the beginning of 7th Five-Year Plan in 1975, India had 161,722 problem villages where drinking water is still to be provided. Government of India through Water Mission concentrated on certain specific problems on national scale because each of these problems existed in several states. The following submission areas were identified and collaborating agencies were selected to look at these problems and work towards eradication and other solutions on scientific basis. The following submissions have been active: submission on eradication of guinea worm, desalination of water, control of fluorosis, water quality surveillance, removal of excess iron, conservation of water and recharging of groundwater aquifers. In order to formalize linkages and to facilitate monitoring of the activities at various levels, the country has been divided into 5 regions. These regional centers are actively engaged in water quality testing and surveillance of their respective areas. About 100 stationary district level and mobile laboratories are functional in the country in this program. Water and health. At the beginning of 1981 in India, about 72% of the urban population and 31% of the rural population were provided protected drinking water supply. With regard to urban sanitation, the coverage through sewerage and other excreta disposal method was 13%. With regard to rural population, however, did not enjoy safe sanitation facility to any significant degree. Frequent outbreaks of waterborne diseases are reported from different parts of the country in absence of proper sanitation and water quality monitoring at site. In a World Health Organization report, this has been shown that 80% of all sickness and diseases in Third World is attributed due to contaminated water, and 50% of world's hospital beds are filled with people suffering by such diseases. In India also, 80% deaths of children in rural areas are due to waterborne diseases like typhoid, jaundice, cholera and diarrhea, etc. To control waterborne and water-related diseases, following submission programs have been adopted: control of fluorosis, control of brackishness, removal of excess of iron, guinea worm eradication, control of fluorosis. Fluoride up to 1 part per million of water is recommended by health authorities for healthy tooth enamel. Fluoride excess, that is 1.5 part per million, causes fluorosis-borne diseases. Dental fluorosis and skeletal fluorosis are widely found in 15 states of our country. Almost all the districts of Rajasthan have varying concentration of fluoride affecting a large population. Fluorosis control cell has been established in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, and an extension training program for doctors, engineers, chemists, and teachers have recently been conducted to control this disease in Rajasthan. Control of brackishness. Excess dissolved salts in water make it saline and aesthetically unacceptable by consumers. Such waters are called brackish water, which may cause pneumatic diarrhea and other stomach problems. To purify these water, desalination plants based on electrolysis and reverse osmosis methods have been installed in different parts of the country, including about 70 plants in Rajasthan. In coastal areas and northeastern states, iron in drinking water has been reported to be present more than permissible limit of 1 part per million. This excess iron stains clothes, form rust in tube-wells and water supply installations. Besides making drinking water aesthetically unacceptable, causes stomach problems. Government of India has installed more than 3,000 iron removal plants. In our country, 6 states, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Maharashtra have been affected by guinea worm diseases. This disease can be controlled by filtering the water, covering step wells and spreading chemical called Temufos. Different water purification methods adopted by public health engineers and other agencies are as follows. Storage, different type of tanks, pitchers, etc. Coagulation, sedimentation and filtration, alum, sand filters, ceramic filters, polymer filters and other filtering media and devices, accretion and boiling, fountain method and boiling, ion exchange resins, cation and anion exchange resin columns, desalination, different desalination methods by solar still, electrodialysis, reverse osmosis, etc., sterilization, chlorine, bleaching powder, hypochlorite, potassium permanganate, ozone ultraviolet, halogenated resin, boiling and filtration. Quality of water is related to quality of life. Let us keep our water bodies clean and hygienic. Rains purify water by natural process. Man has developed water purifying methods starting from oldest traditional 4-pitcher method to modern waterworks. In the next part of our program, we will be dealing with water testing and purification.